Episode 10: The Queen's Secret. The fires of Rowan's raid still smoked in the capital. The king stormed through his palace halls, his face twisted with fury, lashing out at servants and striking fear into every noble. But not everyone in the palace trembled. The queen watched quietly from her chamber window. Her eyes followed the smoke curling over the city rooftops, and though her lips never moved, a whisper stirred in her heart. The boy has returned. She had known once, long ago, for the queen carried a secret that had haunted her since Rowan's birth. The tyrant king was not his father. Before the crown, before the throne, before her marriage, she had known a man of honor, a warrior who fought with kindness, not cruelty. Rowan was his son, the last trace of that love the king had stolen from her. But no one knew, not the king, not Rowan, not even the lords who whispered in her court. To all the world, Rowan was just a rebel boy. But to her, he was blood. That night, when the palace had fallen quiet, she sent for a trusted servant, a woman who had nursed her children, loyal beyond measure. Into her hand, the queen pressed a sealed letter. "Find him," she whispered. "Find Rowan and tell him he's not alone." The servant slipped through the city like a shadow, passing guards, slipping past curfews, carrying the queen's words like fire hidden under cloth. At the rebel camp, deep in the woods, Rowan sat sharpening his blade. The servant bowed before him, her voice shaking as she handed over the letter. Rowan broke the seal. By firelight he read the words, his breath catching as his eyes widened. The queen's message was short, but it struck harder than any sword. "You are more than you know. The blood of kings runs in your veins, but not the tyrant's. Rise, my son, rise, for the throne is your destiny." For a long time, Rowan said nothing. His men watched, waiting. Then slowly he folded the letter, tucked it into his coat, and lifted his head. There was fire in his eyes, not the fire of rebellion, but of purpose. The queen had risked everything to tell him the truth. The boy who had fought for survival, the rebel who had fought for freedom, was now something more. A rightful heir. And from that night on, Rowan's war was no longer just against the king, it was for the crown itself.